the Ahsoka series coming out today, I wanted to show you guys a very special lightsaber today, and that is the Ahsoka SE saber, which is sitting right in front of me from Sabers. This thing is really awesome and is a great nod to Ahsoka with a lot of the detailing that's on here. And if you guys enjoy this lightsaber and want to get your hands on one today, or anything from Sabers, make sure to use code FALCON. It'll get you guys 7% off on anything in your cart, and I'll drop the link below for you all. Now, some of those nods I was talking about are going to be a lot of the markings that you see on Ahsoka are represented here on the lightsaber. So right here on the side, you can see those same exact markings. And a lot of the features that are on the Rebels Shoto sabers are on here as well. You can see right here in the black section with the silver diamonds, that is exactly what is on her Rebel sabers, to the black details here at the pommel end. And on the emitter side, we have this awesome gold detailing you can see on there, which is on one of her Shoto blades. What's really awesome about this saber is it is a budget saber. It starts at $130 if you want one of their baselets. You can also get it in a Neopixel version, which is what we have here in front of us. You can buy them in a pair, which is really cool. So if you want to wield both just like Ahsoka, you can buy two of them, or you can just go with one if you're looking to get started with a Neopixel lightsaber, or if you're just looking for a single saber to twirl and spin and battle with. When you open up your box, you're going to have a lot of the things that are in front of me. So your hilt, of course, your blade, a blade plug, which is really awesome to keep everything safe inside, and it just pops in on the end there. And then it'll come with a charging cable, and this one's really easy to charge. If you just unscrew the end here of the pommel, inside you're going to see a USB port, and it'll have that cable for you already, and you just pop it right in there and plug it in the wall and you are good to go. It also charges extremely fast. Assembly for this is very simple as well. You'll take out your blade plug, and then on the back of your blade, you're going to pop off the cap and go ahead and slide it in. And then if you look here, you're going to see a spot on either side to pop in a screw with the Allen wrench, and then one right here at the bottom. And make sure to do that too. If you put all three in, it's going to be very stable for when you're spinning. That way your blade doesn't just pop out on you. We don't want that. This lightsaber is also perfect if you're not looking for an exact replica, but something that just has nods to Ahsoka Tano. And honestly, it's the only one out there I've seen that does exactly that. Let's go over some of the features that this lightsaber will have. We have our hands on the Neopixel version, which, before I forget, we are going to be giving this lightsaber away. So if you guys want to see that, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and that's going to be in our next video we put out. So this Neopixel version is going to have a color changing blade, so you'll be able to switch between all the different colors. Flash on clash, a drag effect, a blaster effect. One of my favorite things are all the character profiles that are already installed on here. There are 27 total, I believe. And there's an SD card in it, so if you want to go online and find some profiles that you really love, you can download them and put them in this bad boy yourself. And it'll have a lockup effect, so if you are role-playing and doing some battling with it, you'll be able to do that lockup when you have the two blades together. But let's go ahead and put it together, and I'm going to show you guys how to access some of these, since this one is going to be a little different from our Kanan Jarrus saber, as it only has one button. So here is the Ahsoka SE fully put together, and I would just like to comment that it is so lightweight. If you're looking to use this for spinning, it is going to be very comfortable. Now, one thing I really love about the sabers, both the baselit and Neopixel lightsabers will have gesture control. So my favorite way to ignite a lightsaber isn't by pressing a button, which you can do. However, give it a twist and it'll turn right on. How cool is that? So this is our saber completely lit, and to turn it off, you can just go ahead and twist it again. Now, as I mentioned, we have the one button control on this. And in my opinion, if you are just getting started with Neopixel lightsabers, or even if you're a veteran and have a bunch, I think this is the easiest way to control a lightsaber, because you're not having to worry about gestures and buttons simultaneously as often. So if you look on here, we're going to go through some of the ignitions first, and you can also adjust the volume. So I'm going to show you how to do both of those things. You'll see a breath kind of happen when you hold the button down. And depending on how long you hold it, you'll see 1, 2, or 3. Now to change the volume, you're going to hold it down and let that flash happen once.
High volume.
So we have high volume there.
Low volume.
Low volume. And the next will be mute.
Mute on.
So if you're taking it out and you don't want to make a lot of noise, or it's just giving you a headache, you can have it muted or high or low volume. So that's pretty neat. I do love that you have that adjustment. Now, if you wait for it to flash twice, you're going to go through different ignitions.
Ignition 5.
So we're on ignition 5 there, and you'll see when we light up the blade, it's going to look different there. And you'll be able to go through 12 different ignition fonts on here, which is really awesome. We'll go through one more.
Ignition 6.
And let's go ahead and get our volume back on.
High volume.
So we have a neat power up effect happening there. Now, as you can see, we're doing all of those with the blade turned off. So we have no color in the blade. So that's going to be your first way to access your ignitions, your volume control, and also music fonts. Now, when the saber is on, you're going to be able to cycle through the same things, but they're going to do something slightly different. So we've got it powered on there. We're going to let it flash once for the button. And you're going to see that's going to do your lock-up effect there. And to make it stop, you'll just push that button again. Now, when we hold it down twice, what's really cool for the color changing here is it's going to cycle through all the colors you want. And then when you get there, you can either twist the saber or press the button to stop on what you want. So we're going to wait to get back to blue and then just tap that button and it'll stop on that color. So that'll be how you access your different colors that you want there. Now, when you hold it down 3 times, you'll have your clash on or off. So that'll be how you do your flash on clash effect. All right, I'm going to show off 2 more things, and one is going to be the blaster effect. So if you want to deflect some blaster bullets while you're playing, you know, once the saber is on, you will just tap that button and you'll go ahead and get that effect. And then what's neat is you can see the color change on the blade depending on where that blaster bullet is hitting. Now for the best part of this lightsaber, let's go through some of the character fonts. Again, programmed in here, you're going to have a ton of different characters, from Ahsoka to Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader, and so many more. And for this one, you're going to access it while the lightsaber is off, and you're going to wait for 4 flashes when you hold down that button. This one always shows up when I do these review videos. I think it just knows I love Darth Maul. So right there you can hear you are in your Darth Maul font. So when you ignite it, you're going to have Darth Maul's sound effects and blade color. Each one of these you're going to hear a different sound emitted, and the blade's going to correspond to that character as well. So let's go ahead and go through a couple more. Again, you're just going to hold that down and wait for 4 flashes.
Count Dooku.
We have Count Dooku. Let's get to a light side character maybe. We're getting all the dark side characters. All right, one more.
Yoda.
All right, so we have Master Yoda there. So we'll have Yoda's effect and a green blade. So there are so many sound fonts here. And of course, we're going to have Ahsoka's in here. So let's go ahead and get to that, since this is an Ahsoka Tano lightsaber. So you can see how the blade looks in its true form. And there it is. We have Ahsoka. So we have the white blade there, just like Ahsoka, and you can hear that beautiful effect. I think that's one of my favorite things, is each sound font is so different, and to be able to have that in your hands is amazing. The thing I love about these lightsabers is they are the closest you will ever get to wielding a real lightsaber, with the ignition starting like this to the smooth swing is amazing, because those sounds are so beautiful when you have that smooth swing on. This lightsaber's killer, guys. I love it. Again, we're going to be giving this away. I'm kind of sad to see it go, but I'm very excited to give it out to somebody in the community. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. That'll be going out in our next video, which will be an awesome Galaxy's Edge vlog going to the lightsaber meetup. It's going to be about all the Star Wars fans. I can't wait to share that with you. And if you want to get your hands on one now, or any lightsabers from InSabers, don't forget to use code Falcon at checkout over there to get 7% off your entire cart. I hope you guys have enjoyed this review of the Ahsoka SE Saber. And if you want to see a full video of all the features the Neopixel lightsabers are capable of, make sure to check out our Kanan Jarrus Neopixel lightsaber review. We go through every single effect, font, character profiles, all of that jazz. It is really fun, and also a beautiful lightsabers by InSabers.